What is up, guys? I am the Adamsy Kid and welcome to a brand new career mode. We're doing a manager career, as you can see, and you probably can guess by the title of this video, we are doing a Barnet better than Barça season career mode. If you don't know what that is, basically we are taking over the mighty Barnet. Look at that. And basically we are going to have the whole 15 seasons. This thing is going to go on for the entirety of FIFA 16 with 2 live streams a week. That's the plan and stuff. There will be times when I can't and stuff, but of course a lot of other videos I will make a warning video. Back then there will be a mass upload of different videos before then, so don't you guys worry. And these streams are going to happen every Tuesday and Saturday. That is the plan I've got for them. And on a Saturday it will hopefully follow Ultimate Team if I decide to continue doing that, because I get bored of Ultimate Team so easy, but I don't particularly with career mode. And we're starting with Barnet there, and we've gotten not the best budget whatsoever, but our plan is to get a bit of money, build a good youth system, eventually become a European powerhouse, and hopefully beat Barcelona somewhere in Europe to prove that we are better than Barca. We're going to be using the normal settings I use, and we're going to get a bit of a better stadium. I want one which looks good, not too big, but one which I'd be happy if we were in the Premier League to have, because of course that is the aim of this career mode. I do not mind the look of Court Lane that much. That looks like a decent stadium. That one could also be pretty cool as well. That's a bit big. This is a case, I want to get a good balance for the future, a good stadium future. I do have a nice look at that. I do like the look of that stadium quite a bit. I will consider that one, of course. Europa, no. It's so hard. Ivy Lane, that one which literally every Premier League club had before they added Premier League clubs to it. Moulton Road. Nope, I'm not the biggest fan of that ground. There. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take this ground. Shall I take this ground? I want one which I know I'll enjoy playing it as well. That's the important thing, important aspect. I've gone through all of them. The one I actually liked the most was where was it? It was this one. So this is where Barnet are going to play from now on, and we're going to keep to what their stadium is called at the moment, which is, of course, if I can get it. Oh, there we go. The Hive. They've got literally the I can't even spell anything. So used to like the actual PS4 ones compared to what they are on FIFA. But the Hive is what their ground is called. So we will have that as our stadium name. We're going to have the European competitions turned off. We're not too fussed about that and stuff. We don't need that. We're going to have the summer transfer window on. Hopefully we can get some good players. And I wonder what the budget is what the whole like targets we're going to have and all that. It's going to be interesting. We'll be getting a lot of freebies, hopefully. We're going to be delving into the market, trying to get a lot of stuff. And I want to spell under then. And I need Adam and then under one, of course, at the end. I keep pressing it. I'm getting the hang of it a bit more, because PS4 is, I think, different to what FIFA uses for the game. But I know it's the same on Xbox, because I used to have no problem with it whatsoever. And I used to have 360, because 360s, in my opinion, were better than the PS3, but PS4 is a lot better than Xbox. But just because I own the console, and whichever one I got. So, but Barnet appoint Anderwan as new boss. 15 years is going to be sort of like the Fergie, but even better than that, because we're going to be taking Barnet from literally the wilderness. Not just the wilderness of the top division, but the wilderness of football. Just promoted from the conference. And I don't know whether I want to do the pre-season thing. I want to know how much prize money we'd get. But at the same time, I don't really want to be going out to do one of that. There, so Barnet. Hopefully we manage to stay in long enough for the whole thing to work, but we should do. Should be playing professional like I do, but I will move it up higher once we get to harder leagues or something. Do I want to participate in pre-season? I'm going to. Yeah, I'll accept it. You know, it'd be interesting to see. And as you can see already, a good chance to go and get some money. I mean, look at that. We could end up almost getting over 100% more, no matter which one we choose. And there's some decent teams. I've got Blackpool there, Swindon, there, as well as Dundee FC, and I think that's Rochdale as well. So I think this one could be a good one to do. It's not as much money. This one's got the most money, and it is the European one. So I think we are going to go for the European one because I reckon we can get some decent cash in. I am going to be doing pre-season friendlies because I want to experiment with my squad because I have no idea. I didn't do it on my Bournemouth career mode, but I am doing it on this one. And it is due. We're playing them teams like Derry FC. So Derry FC, William 2, RII, and Bohemian FC, I think that's how you pronounce it. And we need to get to the round of 32 stage in the domestic cup. That is okay. We need to look for a striker, which needs to be every single team looks for a striker these days. Scout report ourselves, introduce ourselves, and our objective is to finish mid-table, which is what I would understand would be well. I don't want to try and push too much for promotion. Have a decent season, you know. If we can do push the playoffs, but I'm not too fussed if we don't at all. So yeah, come on, we need to think what we need to do. The first thing I'm actually going to do is have a look at my squad. See the squad report. I'm not too fussed about age and all that too much. But as you can see, we've got a nice young keeper there. I'm happy with that. If, you know, unless we've got a better keeper there, you know, he's quite young. If we need to get him out on loan, but he's not too bad there. Decent age there, right back, and defensively, you know, centre back pairings there. They're nice ages there. I'm happy with them. You know, we can keep them for a good couple of years, maybe get them a bit higher, maybe if we need to sell them a bit. But I'm happy with that there. Right back as well, quite young, but it's decent age and stuff, and not got the picture, which is kind of disrupting, kind of scary, as does an AD Yadam. Got Elliot Johnson, Dembele, Gala, Hayate, and Crocombe. He's only on loan as well, so if if he's the best keeper, we'll try and get him if he can permanently. That would be pretty cool to do. Sam Togwell there, 30 years old. You know, a nice centre defensive mid there, which would be pretty cool. His contract is bound in 12 months and stuff, so we're going to have to see how good he is, whether we give him a new contract or not. And then another youngster here in right mid there. You know, again, not got a picture, you know, but decent there. And again, if we decide to sell him if we ever do, nice little bit of money we can get there from him. Now he is very good, and he's actually worth a bit of money, so we could always sell him if we wanted to, maybe try and get a good younger player in at the club on loan, but he hopefully can be quite good for us. Definitely want to try and keep him, see if he's good enough for us at the club. We then have a 60 rated striker who looks, you know, he looks decent there. Obviously I'm not really looking at the stats, I'm just seeing how the overall the players, and I'll see how they play in pre-season. I'll figure all that out. Another player's contract expired in 12 months. I'm definitely going to get him signed up. He's a young player, a young striker. Maybe if we need to get him out on loan, we can do, because I'm going to try and play my best team in every single competition I can. Maybe bring in a few youth players as well. But that is good. He looks like he could be a decent player in the future if we get him some game time. Again, him as well. A Cam there, 18, 54, not too bad there. He is very poor. I think he's the only other goalkeeper we might have on our team. Might have a few more there. Again, probably get him out on loan there. Don't think he's going to be playing for us even at 44 overall. You're not probably going to get game time at Barnet there. He's alright there, maybe as a bench player. I'm not sure. A lot of the other, there'll be a lot of players who'll be like in the 40s for us there. He will probably get on some good game time as well. Him 58. That's one I've looked at his pace there. He's got decent pace as well. It's good. And there we go, another young keeper who we actually have at the club, and he will probably be our second choice keeper, along with the other person. Depends who's got the higher overall, because I cannot remember at all. I've got the worst memory ever. We've got an older keeper there, who I'm probably going to get rid of there. I'm not too fussed about having not the best keeper in the world. I'd want us to have, you know, a decent team which I can bring forward, maybe only add one or two. And I think the keeper role, he's probably going to eventually become our first choice keeper if he develops well. You know, 21 years old, plenty of room to develop. I mean, him as a keeper, he's still got quite a few years in him, but I want to try and develop him because I reckon he can push maybe the 70 overall, maybe even higher. Maybe pushing the high 70s if we can get him that far. It might seem optimistic, but I reckon we can do it if we get him enough game time. Keepers can normally will probably last the whole career mode, him, till he's 36, so he could be our main keeper, you know, when we're winning all them European matches there, which would be pretty cool. We've then got an old centre back who is contract expiring in 12 months, and I do not think we're going to re-sign him there. Mitchell Nelson there, he's 35, he's quite old. We've got some young players at the club here. Another 55 rated striker, 28 there, you know. 29 centre defensive mid at 58 overall. He does not look like a bad player whatsoever as well. I reckon we can get some good game time from Tom Champion there. Kevin Lisby there, quite old again. He's retiring at the end of the season, so we've got to make sure he has a decent season here. And I'm going to do, whenever like a player's retiring at the end of the season with the club, I'm going to make him captain for the final game of the season, providing he's fit. And that's what I'm going to do forever. So it doesn't matter whether the player is, you know, barely gets game time or not. He's going to be playing the final game of his career if they stay here. Which I do want to have some players, you know, some players will stay here for a long time, some won't. It just depends on how things go at the club. Another young player here, and he will probably go out on loan as well. I think the rest of these guys, yep, are all probably going to go out on loan for the season. And yep, it's him and the other guy who we had who are probably going to come in and, you know, be the bench, no, the two main goalkeepers here. And I love Barnet's kit this season. It is beautiful. There you can see decent young striker there, a bit of an older striker here, and I just want to sort out some of these, get some of our best players. We've got obviously him who's retiring. I want to see his stats actually there. You know, he's not the best sprint speed in the world, but we can always use him as like an impact player, maybe holding up the play. I do want to try and play some good football, and I do eventually want to build a philosophy, a formation. This is going to take time. This is going to be a career mode which it's taking time to build a club. I want to slowly build the club up, you know, hopefully get us quite high up in the league, hopefully eventually beat Barnet. But yeah, it doesn't feel like we've got a big club, a big squad. I guess we don't. I mean, we will eventually only have 5 subs, so I'm going to try and pick who I want in my team thing there. He, you know, Gash there, what's his stats there? He's got worse sprint speed than him. So I think Gash might be a player who might end up leaving us, I'm not too sure. What is he? 18-year-old there. Wouldn't mind having him there in the team. Stack there. Alright. Just trying to see, you know, if there are any decent players and stuff. And there's a good chance that some of these will go out on loan. You know, I need to make sure I've got a good squad and a balanced squad as well. I want to always make sure I've got a balanced squad there. And I do have, is he a Cam? Yeah, he's a Cam Stevens there. Like so, and then I'll just put him there and him there, like, if in case we have 7 players playing within the team. But this is going to be the main squad. I think I'm pretty happy with the way it looks here. Just going to look at some of the few stats there. You know, not got the paciest of defences, I'm not going to lie. I've got a decent right back with decent pace there. Our wingers themselves, they've got some decent pace up front as well. Got 2 players with relatively decent pace. So we're not the paciest team in the world. I do want to hopefully maybe get one of them dynamic pacey players in, but that will take time as well. I'm going to keep the formation as we have it. There, just want to play a roles here. I'm not really sure who there is. So there's Wieston there. I'm actually going to have the best. We're going to have it as Dembele as the captain of the club. The rest of the players, you know, I will sort out in a bit later on. I just want to get some game time in, man. I want to try and work Barnet into this club, and it's going to be really weird. I mean, we've got I think we've got a decent scout actually. But yeah, we've got a 5-star scout with really good judgment, which is pretty good. Which is quite cool, you know. He'll be able to see us some good places. We've got him as well, so I guess we can send him out. And we can only send, I think, 1 scout to England. So we've already got a scout out there. Do we have anyone out in Spain? No. So we're gonna go to Spain actually, see if we can pick up some decent players from there. And they're all scouting there. Managed scout. Recall scouts here. Let me just go back to there. Managed scouts, triangle. Recall scout there. Have a look at some players here and stuff. See if there's anyone decent there. Like a promising player there. Him at Bristol Rovers. We can scout him. His contract's expiring soon as well. Scout him. See if he's worth bidding in now a bit later. It's always worth just if there's anyone who looks decent, you know, having a look. Let's see, he could be decent. Him, Paul Coates. I hope. And there'll be some players which will be out of our range, but it's worth. Do you see him? He could be decent. Him, if you know, he's a bit old, but if we get him in for a season, he's not got a worse sprint speed as well. If we maybe get him in, you know, quite cheap if we can. But obviously we've not got the biggest budget in the world, and I don't think we've got much wage. Yeah, we've got 3,000 wage. I mean, we've got a decent amount of transfer budget. I might move up this to a bit more here, because we're probably going to get a lot of people on freebies. Actually, that's something I wouldn't mind checking. Search players. And just check free agents, you know. Scout some free agents, you never know. Free agents, I think it's the free agents. No, I'm trying to find free agents now. It's going to take a while. Because I've not actually searched free agents. And I know you can get them outside. Oh, is it in the rest of the world? Oh, no, it's not. It's in the transfer status, isn't it? Oh, I'm an idiot. Free agents, there we go. I go through all free agents and stuff. Trying to scout whether they're going to be good enough and all that. And we'll be looking for a new club. They'll all be, you know... And if needs be, it's a good way to make a bit of money or something. If needs be. So it's... You know, I don't want to go to him. I want to go to Jersey Salon. He could be a decent player. It'll be good because you can dip into the free agents market, I believe, whenever. I think so. I'm gonna check that in a bit, but I'm pretty sure you'll be able to add in and delve in. So if we scout a lot of people in the free agents and stuff, then we can see if we want to sign them or not, which is very, very cool. Daniel Chavez. Get him there. And Julian de Guzman, like even old players and stuff, you know, they could be. I mean, look at him. Yeah, he's got decent. It's not. I don't think he'll have the worst speed there. You know, he's got good aggression as well. Hopefully, he can be a decent player. And you can see some of his other stats roughly. If he's decent rated, then you know we've got ourselves a decent player there. Then he might be old, but it's worth it. But yeah, scan a few of them. See if we can get a few of them in. See if they're worth. But we're already close to our first pre-season game as well, which is pretty cool. And actually, so we've got a few scout reports already coming in on players. Update from Spain. Obviously, I sent there. Some guy might make a request, so we're gonna have a look at some Spain people first, and just scout a lot of people, and you know, see if they're gonna be worth enough. He's contract expiring soon, of course. Also, people who his contract expiring soon, you know, it would be pretty cool. I mean, him there, if he's decent enough, you know, for loan listing, we can bring him in on loan and stuff. I'll be happy bringing players in on loan. A lot of people's contracts are expiring in 12 months and stuff, but we're not too fussed about that. If we can get people in the loan market who are decent, then that's pretty cool. I do not expect to get many of these people. Like, I do not expect to get him. Oh, I don't want to. If we got Isco, man, that would just be beautiful for Barnet. We can dream in the future. If he's decent, you know, and his contract expiring in 12 months, then that'd be quite decent there. Find it on Easter. How good is Easter? He is 65 overall. I don't know if I want to sign him now, if I want to wait for him to come on a freebie. I'm probably going to wait for him to come on a freebie, but I'll add him to the shortlist and stuff. And I will inquire just see how much they are wanting for the player, because you know we have got a bit of money. And that is what I'm going to use for youth players and stuff in the future. But we're going to play our first match now, guys. I have no idea who the fuck we are against, but I love the Barnet kits this year. They just look amazing. Made by some company called Jacko. Never heard of him in my life, but they look good. Is it not about the Yoshiba logo on the away kit? Not so much on the home. The home it sort of works enough, but you know it's annoying on the away kit. Just it ruins some part and thing. But apart from that, it's a beautiful kit, and this away team's got a nice home kit. Not so big fan of the away kit. Let them wear that. And yeah, this is the team, and you can make unlimited subs, I believe, in these pre-season matches. And I will give some of the young guys a run out, but I want to try and sort out a team. And if I don't get a run out, I'm going to loan list them. I don't know who's going to want to buy them, but I will try also to train them up if they do not sell as well. I'm going to use the training for the more young players. And apparently you can train up youth players as well, which is another cool thing, which I wouldn't mind doing maybe in the future on this career mode. That would be a pretty cool thing. And off the post. I don't feel as pressured as I do in my Bournemouth, because I'm trying to record my Bournemouth one like as quick as I can in the matches, which is pretty cool. And I'm just gonna the sound of my game there, but oh my god, it feels so weird. I don't even know why it feels weird, because it shouldn't feel weird, but my god, playing with Barnet, finally started the Barnet better than Barça career mode, and it feels so weird because I'm trying to get used to this Barnet team. And we do not have. I don't feel like our passing is that good. Like, seriously, what's the point in that? It's going to take a while to get us a good team. And it's going to be patient as well. We're not expecting to be doing too many good things in the first season. Not wanting to do many. I'm looking forward to playing against Portsmouth as well at Fratton Park, because that stadium's in the game and stuff. And I've always loved Fratton Park as a stadium. Not a Portmouth fan, but I've always liked it. I miss them in the Premier League, man. I remember they were that Premier League team, which, you know, just like, it was just one of them mid-table sort of teams, and then they just got into financial trouble. I feel bad for them. Really, a lot of teams go into financial trouble each year. It's just a surprise that a team who had won the FA Cup just about a year earlier, a year and a half earlier, suddenly got into so much financial trouble. You know, it was upsetting as a football fan. I mean, as a United fan, you know, I'm not too fussy. It wasn't my team. No one I knew supported them. But just in terms of football and someone who really loves football, whenever a team something like that happens, it's sad. And okay, I don't know what's gone on here. Oh, we got a free kick. I don't even know how we got a free kick there. I have no idea. I have not a clue. See, look, this is the sort of passing which you expect in League 2 football. You cannot do passing football in League 2 with a League 2 team, but I guess you can. It doesn't feel fluid at all. They should have Gary Neville as a commentator on FIFA. I just feel like they should do. I think he would be a very good asset. And Petr Cech, stop showing us the 24 million they can spend. We couldn't even spend $1 million. That's how poor we are. I'm grateful though that I managed to get the 15% thing on the for the club. Hopefully FIFA 17 whenever I do a lower, because I'm always wanting to do sort of Road to Glory, and it's just I had the idea for Barnet one being better than Barça. You know, it's pretty cool concept. Like just the name, it sort of flows a bit clear now, but obviously we'll know probably more or less who's going to be in League 2 by when. This is the Ajax Stadium. I've just realised that now. But yeah, it'd be pretty cool to see who I do for FIFA 17. So if you guys want, it's early, but comment down below. Keep commenting during the series. I'll probably do a video coming towards which team do you want to do. I'll probably end up making a shortlist of teams, which would be pretty cool to do. You know, and then I'll do one like that. It'll be pretty cool to do, as well as a Premier League team, which I will do because I love doing them as well. So pick a Premier League team, and I'll do one of them. Probably a later one in FIFA 16. I probably will finish the Bournemouth one after about 4 or 5 seasons. Depends on how far and how interested I get and how good of a team I build and how quick I build. Because the quicker I build a good team, you know, the more bored I get, which is why I'm not the biggest fan of doing the big clubs, because you're already looking for the better players. But a Bournemouth one, you know, I'm very happy with that. And it's 0-0 at the moment. We're not really. I don't think either team's had a shot. I hope this is not how matches are going to be like, because I don't want that to be the case. Oh my god, we've had 71% possession, and I don't think we've had a shot. My god. I promise you, eventually the standard of football in this series will get better. He must be knackered, him. We've had a shot. Well, I can remember we've had 2 shots. We've had 1 shot. I don't know why I said 2. We were about to have a second shot. I don't know if that counts as a shot or not. I couldn't, so I'm gonna say no, because I don't think it will. It's 0-0 and there's nothing happened because it's Bournemouth, not Bournemouth, Barnet. Oh my god. Derry City are winning 1-0. Big up Derry City. Match facts. Let's have a look. We've had 2 shots, okay. Oh, we had one earlier, which wasn't meant to be a shot, which was off target. I want to make some subs. Bring on this guy, man. I want to add some fire up front. I know I've got unlimited subs, but I'm probably not going to use many in this game, and eventually start using them more in the other games. You know, and maybe like refresh a team or something. It's pre-season though. As much money we can get is cool, you know. If we can qualify for the thing, it's pretty nice. Bit of extra money. But it's not the end of the world if we don't. And ooh, also meant to be a through ball and it almost went into the net. Well, I don't think it really nearly went in, but it's a decent chance. Decent chance. But it's gonna be cool this series, man. I'm really looking forward to it. I've been ever since Barnet were promoted. Really, I had yes, I can finally do this series because I wanted to do it. If they were on FIFA 15, I would have done it on FIFA 15. But obviously, I didn't have. I only got my PS4 like around the Christmas time. So obviously. Wait! Please say we score. When your own player clears it off the line. But yeah, I wouldn't have had the whole year to do it, so I'm kind of glad it's worked out like this. It means that, you know, the idea of the series, you know, can't really be done again by me. I'm not really going to revisit it in a couple of years' time and be like, oh yeah, let's do another Barnet better than Barça. Because who knows if Barnet are even going to be here. So it's like, you're doing it whilst I can. Whilst they're in the division. Do it. Let's make a few more subs. Yeah, I think you can make unlimited subs on this, I think, or can you? I think you can make unlimited in the terms that you can bring on as many as you want. Yeah, so you can bring on as many as you want. So I really shouldn't have two keepers on my bench. I think I regret doing that now, but oh well. Bring on some more players. Because I like the feature. I like that feature. It's pretty cool. How you can bring on limited subs. I just wish you could have, you know, or like you can use all your subs. I just wish that you could have unlimited subs on the bench if, like, you could have your whole squad, or like you pick a squad to go on the pre-season tour. Just some little things there would be pretty cool. You know, whether they add it into another FIFA, I don't know. It'd be pretty cool if they did. I would enjoy it. I'd really enjoy it. I'd muchly enjoy it. I don't think I should have let them pick. To be honest, I don't think I needed the kits. I don't think that other kit would have been quite as easy to see either. It's alright when like my team's backs are showing. Ooh, I think that could be a red, you know. Ooh, I think we're lucky there. I reckon that could have easily been a red there. But Curtis Weston. I love lower league team names, player names. You know, they're just so ridiculously stupid in my opinion. Like, some of them, they sound ridiculous because we're not used to hearing footballers called Weston. It's like, oh look, it's some guy called Weston. But then again, there could be some world class player called Weston, and he wouldn't be laughing. Could be like, oh, he's world class. It's Weston, you know, and it become a household name. But it's not a household name. It's a typical name. Oh my God, he took too much of a touch. The guy who had the shot cleared off the line. Gambling. See, I just love some of the names, man. I remember in FIFA 13 actually, when Barnet were last in FIFA, because that was the last time they were in the Football League, I believe. I actually did a career on there on my Xbox, and they had some guy called like Jack Saville or something. Like, his initial was J Saville. So yeah, make of it what you will. Make of it what you will. I do believe I need more. I do feel like I need more pace in my team. Like more creativity. I feel like I need a bigger squad. I feel like I'm gonna need a big squad of like two different teams. I want to see some of my youth players, see if they're good. I mean, I'm still getting the feel for this sort of team. I've been used to playing with Bournemouth with just literally like able to play if I need to. A whole attacking 5 of just players with like 90 plus pace. You know, coming to a team which the best player with pace is 82 or 83. It's a big difference. But it does mean I can actually maybe play a bit more passing football, try and develop a nice passing style of football. But it looks like this could be a 0-0 draw in our first game, which would not be too entertaining. We should have won it 1-0 if it weren't for that player, you know, clearing it off the line. But you know, it's not the worst game I've ever played. At least it makes me look like I'm decent defending, which is the complete opposite. I am woeful at defending. It's just, I seem to be, well, at least I am online and stuff. And see, look, stuff like that. I mean, if I did that online, I would be found out straight away. Luckily here it's not. And oh, we're about to get on the counter then. About to go on the counter. But yeah, at the Ajax Stadium, I think it's what it's called, the Amsterdam Arena. That's it. 0-0. Not the best result. Not the best result we could have asked for. But hey, there's been worse. You all know there's been worse. Derry City won, so we're second or third in the group. So if we, if we can beat one of them two teams, then we've got a decent chance if we stay unbeaten. Office, your Easter inquiry. I'm not interested in discussing his availability. Oh, he's just joined him. Must say not joined on a 1-year contract, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with that. Not too fussed. And a 0-0 draw. It's not the worst thing in the world. Got another scout report coming in. This is the thing which we'll get. We'll just get like loads of scout reports and update from England. Here we go. There's a lot of players here. Ooh, promising. Oh, he's so much. Is he available? He's on listed to loan. Woo, we could get some nice loaning here. He's a cam. He looks quite decent as well. He wants 3k a week. 3k a week. For some reason I thought we had more. But 2-year loan, I will do that. Submit offer. Not too bad there. Not too bad. I don't think. I'm not too happy with the 3k. There's going to be a lot of that, I reckon, because is that seriously all that we had? There, 70. Oh no, it's taken it away. So yeah, we would have. So yeah, I might actually move that a bit more to there. Probably going to need it. How much are players on actually? In terms of contracts. Highest paid player is on 1k and the rest are on 750. So yeah, if we offer them a new contract, they would want a lot more money. So, and the highest length we've got some people on 5 years, which is pretty cool. We only got 4 on 1 years. And they all probably will want only about £200 more a week. Yeah, they only want £200 more a week, all of them. So that's not too much. So that's only about a K gone. And if we get a lot of money from here, then it's giving us more. It gives us that extra bit of money, a bit of financial backing. And we're now playing away. We're gonna wear our away kit. They can wear their away kit as well, just so it doesn't colour clash. Second game already, and we're completely overhauling this team here. I'm gonna give Stevens a chance to play. Left back there as well. A lot of youth I want to play. Want to test it out. Nilsson as well. He can play. I might call him Neeson earlier. I do apologise if I did. I didn't mean to. Stack I take off the bench. Him I can play there. Centre back there. Actually, I play him because he's young. I'll keep him there. The left mid there. And he's got 83 pace as well. Him. I don't know how good all these young players are. But centre mid. In for Western, and then I'll take him off for him, and then I'll put the rest of these guys on the bench here. I'll go to Steven. So yeah, we've got a completely overhauled team. Could win, we could lose, but it's all about experimenting with your squad. That's what everyone always says. You always say experiment, and I'm going to experiment. Very, very good. Very, very good experiments. Which is all very, very good, I guess. That would have been a mistake. Yeah, I'm not even really paying attention. Oh, I don't even understand what you do with this skill move. You're meant to tackle them, but I ain't good at tackling. We're in our next game. It's all beautiful. Amsterdam Arena again. I think all of them have been played in the Amsterdam Arena, but I don't care. Second game of our career mode, and Barnet, and yeah, you can see that we've got purple on the back. I'd prefer if it was white and on the back and purple, but you can't always have it what you want. Sometimes you gotta compromise, and today we're compromising. This just gives me a sense of the flow of the players, and then Oh, I was close there. We got a corner. Oh, it's a goal kick. That wasn't too bad of an opportunity either, Nice bit of pace, bit of pressure. You know, if we were to scrape a lot of draws in the season, I don't think it would make good viewing, but I'd be more than happy and stuff, as long as we can, you know, win quite a few matches, you know. I don't want to be sacked after like 6 games. This bottom, losing every game like 6-0. I've got a feeling this game's going to be more entertained, more open. I've only got a corner. It was at half time there'd been 2 shots in the other game, and there's already been that many in 11 minutes of this one. The player wasn't even running straight towards the ball, but he still wins it, even though he hit the throw. I want to play. I might play attackive. Offense as most American sports. I like offense. Like, I know it is in ice hockey, which is literally my favourite American sport. It's just I love ice hockey. I don't know many positions or all that stuff, but I love the gameplay of it. Really, like the match. Like watching and I know a few of the terms. I know like they started with like drop the puck, which is pretty cool as well. That. But lovely two pass football and a free kick as well, which referee for quite late. A lovely like 1-2 there, a chance to whip one in the box, and the special sprays out. I'm doing my crosses too deep. I need to be on danger area, but not too bad. We're getting some chances here. We're against Derry City as well, so if we win this, 4 points from our first 2 matches. Puts us in a good chance to qualify for the next round. In fact, if like the Willian or whatever team win, and then we draw against them, then we'll be in the top 2, so we'll be through to the next round. Should be pretty cool. That's providing that we win against this team, and they beat them. I mean, even if we, in fact, no, because I mean, if we beat this team here, and then William lose, then this team loses to whoever the other team is. There's a chance. But I definitely feel like we're attacking more. I feel like we've got more energy, and if that's the right word, we've got more energy. Yes. I'm not scared of this. The counter attack. I put us on more attackive. And they're gonna probably score now. Oof, it was close. They were close. They were close with that. I like the kit. Many people are like, oh, it's Umbro, it's disgusting. Umbro actually do make nice kits. I wouldn't really say anything else really. Like, not a big fan of the boots and all that, and maybe not the footballs really. Like pretty basic. But in terms of kits, you know, apart from like a couple of seasons where they just had some messy kits, a lot of the kits have been clean. I mean, I love Everton's kit. Definitely from last season. This season not as much, but still really like it. You know, and this kit as well, which they've got, which obviously they've made for this team, is beautiful, because especially since, you know, Nike sold off the company. It's supposed to look beautiful. Okay, that was awful. That was dreadful. Another block. Definitely feels more like an entertaining game. 2 minutes of stoppage time as well. I'll take that. I'll take that any day of the week. Right, I want to try and counter. The cleaner. No way, full on counter attack. No! No, we had the chance again and the ref was exposed. See, look, that's not too bad. Willian and Bowlerman, or whatever they're called. But we're drawing to Derry FC. I'm not even trying to be tied to Derry FC. I do not think that is good. I don't feel like it's good enough. That's good enough. Gash. I put Gash Stevens on up front. I put Gash on up front. Gonna change both my wingers to some young guy and another young guy who's got pretty much the same pace. For now, at least I believe they're young because they've got no face. But then I know I've got a couple who are not young and don't have a face. Here we go, second half. Immediately going to run down this wing. Oh, it's beautiful. That's beautiful, boys. It's just the fact it's Derry FC, and I believe they're an Irish team, and I know the Irish League is bad compared to League 2 standard football, because League 2 they're still professional. Derry FC, man. This is the name as well. This is Derry FC. Got a chance if he played it right, and we didn't. If it's going to be one thing we need to work on, it's attacking, because we're possession wise, okay, apart from mistakes like that, we're not doing too bad. But we're going to get found out against some of them big teams in League 2, which the only one I can think of is like Portsmouth, you know, and maybe Yeovil, because obviously they got relegated, and FIFA always thinks that teams who got relegated are going to do well. Like teams who get promoted are going to do bad. Oh yes! First goal as Barnet manager, man, and it was a beauty. I didn't think it was going in. I'm just like silent for a second, just trying to concentrate there. But I mean, yeah, we could have had a penalty there, but lovely there. Just lays it off there and takes the touch. I thought he stumbled and was going to lose it, but curls it in that corner. 1-0 to the Barnet. First goal of this career mode, of this hopefully very long career mode and stuff. And of course, I am going to be eventually in the last game, the last career mode, I'm going to be reading out some stats and stuff from the whole career mode if I manage to do the whole 15 seasons, which is going to be tiring and stuff, especially if I'm going to be live streaming every single moment of it. There's going to be none of this I'm doing something off camera. It's all going to be on camera. Everything I do, there's going to be you can almost, the whole thing's going to take, like, each series itself is going to be 10-12 hours long, maybe even more, because, well, obviously it's going to be more. I mean, this one's only been this one's already about almost an hour long and stuff, and it's just live streaming as well, like, especially if like I had like a lot of spare time in my hand, it would be a longer live stream, because depending on how long I play each bit, career mode, like this one's not going to be too long, because I've got video editing to do, but in terms of a lot of other ones, there's going to be a lot of time on them. So there could be one time I'll do like a 4-hour stream, which would probably put some people off it really, because it's 4 hours. Who would want to watch 4 hours of some guy play FIFA non-stop? I certainly probably wouldn't, but anyway, I'm me. I don't know what other people want, but again, we're changing striker things here. Another 4 subs, so we're using all our subs in this match. Not with a weak through ball. Try that again. No, maybe not. Maybe not, but I don't care if it's 1-0, you know, because we're not trying to play fancy football here. We're wanting to get a decent result. I mean, it is a bit about playing nice football. Doesn't mean too much apart from we get a bit of extra money, but that money could prove useful for us as a club. That money certainly, in my Bournemouth one which I got, which was about 3 million, looks like it could have ended up being important, you know. We've still got a bit of money in the bank there, so if we want to delve in January, we've got a good amount of money. I swear half the time like somebody think Pierce should be offside. Oh, if only we had that striker in the box, but we've got a corner. We've got a corner. If we can get another goal, then I will be very happy. They're making a sub. Oh, is it our subs? I think it might be our subs coming on. I'm not sure. Okay, that was dreadful. Yeah, it's our subs coming on. Our subs. So remember, this is the Derry FC's away kit. Not at home. I just remembered. Looking at the little logo thing they have at the scoreboard thing. I honestly feel like this game is a lot smoother as well than FIFA 15 was. FIFA 15 was good in terms of you could do quick counter-attacking. This game just feels a lot more smoother in a way, and I feel like I can do passing football better, and you know, nice intricate, however you say that word, football. But I digress. I was gonna say I digress, but there's not really to digress really. But I believe this is gonna end it here, you know, because I don't want to strain my voice too much, because I'm doing voice editing as well, which is like the worst part of editing. A, because it means I've got to listen to bits, make sure my voice and edit voice bits, and B, because it just strains my voice so much. But there we go, we've won our first game, 1-0 win and stuff, which is pretty cool. As you can see, let's have a look at this goal. I'm sorry I'm doing it, but a little touch-up pull there. See, I thought the chance had gone then. If we were against a higher team, better team, it would have gone. But that will probably end this stream, this video for you guys. The first of the Barnet Better Than Barça series. Remember, this is going to be streamed on Tuesdays and Saturdays with the career mode video then going up as soon as the stream has finished. We're gonna just see if there's any more little things we can do, if we get any more like scout reports in, which I'm not expecting too much. There we've got quite a few scout reports I think coming in there. Yep, we've got all our scout reports now coming in, or maybe contracts as well. Got a loan offer accepted from Manchester City as well, so we've got a new player as well, so we can do all this stuff first, not in too much of a rush. An update from Spain, but yeah, I've got so many scout reports, man. It'd be interesting to read through them. But first of all, I want to get this player signed in. Loan offer accepted for this guy, a 2-year loan offer. We're going to get this guy for 2 years, and if he feels good, and we could end up making a bid for him, you know, because his contract does run out then as well. He could be on a free, which is pretty cool. Confirm that there, you know. Young player, we got him in. Julian de Guzman, he's 68 and stuff. His wage again, it's wage. It's all about wage. I ain't gonna go for him. This guy here, I ain't going for him. He looks decent, but I'm gonna add him to the shortlist. It's always good. You can always add players to shortlist. It's something that I love doing. Luis Alberto, no way I'm going for him. I've gone for a lot of players who are not free agents and stuff. There's gonna be high wage, and I'm not gonna be able to afford it at this moment. There, him. Add to my shortlist. He would not be a bad player to get though. I'm not gonna lie. Alex thingy. Inquire. I know he's on loan, but I'm just going to inquire anyway. I just realised that he was on loan after I inquired. Again, it'd be a player I wouldn't mind getting, but I don't have the wage. I do not have the wage. He, on the other hand, is someone I am going to go to inquire to loan. A 2-year loan, a future fee if I can, of 450. Please say my board will accept it. It doesn't mean I'm going to do it because I might not have the money in the time. But he would not be a bad player to get. Him as well, 18 there. And I'm just going to go straight out. I could buy this guy, you know. He's not too expensive, you know, and decent wage as well. He could be a right player. I just want to see. Can I see his stats? Player bio. Sprint speed. He's not the fastest player in the world, but he's young. We can always make profit on him, and I can always adjust his position a bit. So I'm going to try 100k. See if they do it. You know, it's spending a bit of money, but I'm willing to spend a bit of money. I ain't gonna not spend money. An update from Spain. There's some Spanish players who have updated. We'll check that out in a future episode. Him there? Nope. No way we're going to be able to afford him. Cots there. Not a bad overall. Not a bad overall either. Why about a loan? I don't think I'll accept the loan. In fact, no, I'm not going to bother with the loan there. But, got him there. This guy, Nazareth? Or whatever. Obviously I'm got him there. He is not bad. His contract is expiring in 12 months. I'm going to add him to my shortlist, see if he's still there then. I don't have the money to buy him, which is annoying. But I sort of do. I mean, I could always end up going back and buying some of these players here. 25, that much there. Contract expiring in 12 months again. Add him to my shortlist. He could be a player which we get in. You know, it could be pretty cool. And that's some management stuff asking there. But yeah, there we go. That is going to end this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed watching it. I've enjoyed making it. And until next time, guys, we're top of the table for the thing.